And a pleasant good evening to you and yours, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network. Viera Hawks baseball here on BSN. As tonight the Hawks take on the Palm Bay Pirates, a young Palm Bay Pirate roster, I might add, as they are in search of their first victory of the season tonight. And the Hawks look to remain unbeaten as we get set to go here. Let's take you through the starting lineups for both teams. For the Palm Bay Pirates, leading off and doing the catching will be number 16, Tony Burrows. Batting second and playing second base, number 5, Jacob Hines. Batting third and playing the hot corner tonight, number 10, Alex Bruchalski. Batting fourth and playing left field, number 21, Dominic Bryce. Batting fifth and playing center field, Jamin Myers. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 1, Jacob Dubois. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 20, T.J. Owens. Batting eighth and doing the pitching, number 4, Dustin Young. And batting ninth and playing first base, number 24, Luis Lopez. And for the Viera Hawks, let's take you around the infield. From first all the way around to third, Fano Cruz will start over at first. Kyler Dwiggins at second, Adriel Torres at short, and Cole Smith at third. In the outfield, it'll be from left to right, Luke Campbell, Jack Malatino, and Logan Keith. Behind the plate is Alex Sosa. And on the bump tonight for the Viera Hawks is Caden Jensen. Tonight's game is brought to you by W&J Construction, as well as Anchor Plumbing and other sponsors we'll get to coming up in just a little bit. I don't have any stats for Palm Bay, so can't tell you what they're batting and what they're not batting, but what I can tell you about Caden Jensen. As Tony Burrows steps in, he's pulling up my stats here for Caden Jensen. Zoom in a little bit. First pitch is drilled in the left field for a base hit. One pitch, one hit. And the leadoff man is aboard. Jensen this season, just a sophomore. No ERA. He's pitched one inning, struck out one. He's faced 3 batters so far this year. So this is his first start. And we'll get the camera set up here. These 6 o'clock starts, they kill me. And that's a bunt laid down. Sosa throws, and a nice play by Alex. But Jacob Hines certainly does his job in advancing the runner to second base on the fielder's choice. That's going to bring up Alex Bruchalski. Palm Bay is managed by second-year manager Hank Birch. Had a chance to talk to Coach Harry Birch. Had a chance to talk to Harry Birch before the game, and great guy. That was a beautiful off-speed pitch, and I think he crossed up Alex a little bit, so they're going to go out and get the signals in line. Not unusual with a young pitcher on the bump, and probably all pumped up. Wouldn't even be surprised if it was his first high school start, varsity start. And there's a shot, and that's going to be a tough play. And no shot, and that's an infield hit. And the Palm Bay Pirates, with one out, have runners at first and third at the number 4 hitter coming up, Dominic Bryce. Now batting the left fielder, number 21, Dominic Bryce. That was a tough play for Adriel Torres. So first and third with one out, top one, no score here. 2 hits on the board already for the Pirates. That'll catch the outside corner for strike one. And the runner goes, trying to hit and run there, which obviously would score a run. I'd like to welcome in everyone watching here tonight. Tried to go the other way with that, but didn't work. 0-2 now. The pitch. Strike three called, and that strikeout is all Alex. So don't get me wrong, that's a great pitch. An absolutely fantastic pitch that Kay Jensen just threw. But that's Alex Sosa framing that up like a Picasso. 2 outs. Strike one. Of course, Viera coming off a big win over their rivals 2 nights ago, the Melbourne Bulldogs, to remain unbeaten at 6-0 this year. Kelly Doty says, let's go Hawks. Sosa going to take a shot with 2 outs and safe. I was getting ready to call out, but then the ball was dropped, and Bruchalski steals a base. And now it's runners at second and third with Jamin Myers, the center fielder, at the plate. Shift the camera a little bit here so you can see both the runners and the plate at the same time. A ball, a strike, and 2 outs. Got some good news, Viera Hawk fans, I'm going to share with you here today. Outside corner, strike 2. Big zone tonight. That's good for a young pitcher. So coming up Monday, we're going to take a trip up to Daytona Beach, where the Daytona Beach Tortugas play. We're going to broadcast that tournament game against Oviedo. That is strike 3, and Jensen gets out of first inning trouble. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We head to the bottom of the first. Palm Bay nothing. Viera coming to bat. Be sure to join myself, Marcus May, current and former Florida Gators, current and former NFL players at Durand Golf Club for the first annual Marcus May Foundation golf outing. For more information, you saw some of the information flash up on the screen there. Marcus May Golf.com. Make sure I get that right. It is MayFoundationGolf.com. My apologies. MayFoundationGolf.com. As we go to the bottom of the first inning. Here on Brevard Sports Network. And for the Viera Hawks, it's going to be Jack Malatino, Luke Campbell, Alex Sosa, Lucas Glendanning, Fenno Cruz, Logan Keith, Adriel Torres, Kyler Dwiggins, Cole Smith, 1 through 9 here. And Malatino steps in. He had a pretty good night as he fouls the first pitch off. Had a pretty good night the other night. Malatino comes in batting .545 this year. Jack has been to the plate 25 times. He had 22 at-bats officially, 12 hits, 5 RBIs, a couple of doubles for the senior. And the off speed from Luis Lopez, or I'm sorry, from Dustin Young, is outside for ball one. 1-1 to Malatino. Zuleika Soto says, let's go, Alex Bruschowski. 2-1. I don't have any numbers, apologize, on Dustin Young. The 2-1 from Dustin is inside for ball three. I can tell you that this team has one senior on it. One senior. 6 freshmen. That's a strike. And 4 sophomores and 1 junior. So this is a young team for Coach Harry Birch. And that's ball 4. And Jack Malatino will take first base. In fact, as I look at their roster, as it sits on Max Preps, I don't even see Dustin Young on it. As Luke Campbell steps in. Campbell, another senior for Brock Doty, batting .304 this season. 23 official at-bats, 7 hits, 3 RBIs. Switch it over here and keep an eye on Malatino. And that'll be a strike. A beautiful night for baseball. Believe me, we're going to get to those nights where we'll have rain delays and all that, but tonight's not one of those nights. Malatino down to second. The ball is tossed into center field, but he had the base stolen. So Malatino gets a stolen base. An RBI opportunity out there for Luke Campbell with Lucas Glendenning on deck. That is outside. I would imagine this young man is a freshman. And Malatino is going to take third on a stolen base. And so he's got 2 stolen bases here. And now a 3-1 pitch coming to Luke Campbell. Alex Sosa on deck. I don't know who the PA guy is. And that ball is shot down the left field line. Foul. But he stole my Sosa. I'm just kidding, of course. I feel like I can't say Sosa anymore because the PA guy says it. It's pretty much a given, right? I mean, it's like a community thing. The 3-2, ball 4. And the second consecutive walk is issued. And Viera will have runners at first and third for the RBI machine. Alex Sosa. All right, that was a good one. I like that one. Sosa, 571 this year. He leads the Hawks with 9 RBIs. And Alex has a home run this season. And down to second, and they got him. Oh, no, they said he's safe. I thought they got him. And I think Coach Birch is going to want to know how they didn't get it. He's got, oh, yeah, I like this. This is a good trick. I got a couple of baseballs. He's going to, where'd he miss? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And the Hawks take a 1-0 lead on the double steal. And down the second goes Campbell, and it's ball 1 to Alex Sosa. The third stolen base of the inning for Viera. I thought they had him. Sosa pops it straight up, and that's going to frustrate him. He knew it, and that'll be 1 out. As Lucas Glendenning steps in. Lucas off to an amazing start this year. 583 and 12 official at-bats. He's got 7 hits, scored 2 runs, 4 RBIs, and a double. And this young man definitely doesn't want to leave one out over the plate. And he does, and Glendenning drops it into right field around third, and on his way to score the second Hawk run of the inning is Luke Campbell, and Lucas Glendenning will pick up RBI number 5, and the Hawks lead it 2-0. As Fano Cruz steps in.
Now batting the first baseman, number 12, Fano Cruz.
We'll get the scoreboard set for you here in a minute. And already get down. They're definitely giving the catch. Oh, that looked close. And they say yes, indeed, they catch Lucas Glendenning. Stealing, that was a perfect throw. Had to be, because that jump was unbelievable. And a great job by the Palm Bay catcher there, Tony Burrows, to get Lucas Glendenning. And now the bases are empty with 2 outs for Fano. And Fano loops this one, and this should be and is hauled in by the third baseman for the third and final out. But the Viera Hawks pick up 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We head to the top of the second, 2-0 Viera. All right, we get set to go to the top of the second inning, 2-0. Viera here, and it'll be Jacob DuBois, TJ Owens, and Dustin Young for the young Palm Bay Pirates. I'd like to welcome in Kelly Doty, Zolinka Soto, and Sally Youngblood. Great song on in the background. Josie's on a vacation far away. It's Cruz, Dwiggins, Torres, and Smith from first to third. Sosa behind the dish. Campbell, Malatino, and Logan Keith in right field tonight. And the first pitch of the top of the second inning is popped up. And don't know if it's playable. Doesn't look playable. And goes out of play. Strike one. So 0-1. High, 1-1. That's a nice looking pitch. And Torres up and over to first. And they say no. That's an infield hit. It'll be the second infield hit of the game for Palm Bay. Nice piece of running there. Good hustle down the line by Jacob DuBois. And for the second consecutive inning, the Pirates have the leadoff man aboard with the right fielder, TJ Owens, coming up. I don't know that they're going to try to run on Sosa. I don't think I would. And he does. And that's a beautiful bunt. And they're going to have to go right to first with it, and they do. And that was pretty slick because that's Adriel Torres made that play. from turning into a quick out and a runner at third to a quick out and a runner at second. Third baseman obviously has to come in for the bunt. Torres recognized that nobody was covering third and sprinted from second to third to make sure there was a runner there or a fielder there, so that way Du Bois could not take third base. And the first pitch offering is a strike. So a very heads-up play by Adriel Torres. It's the third hit of the game for Palm Bay, by the way. Dustin Young, the pitcher, is up, and he looks at strike two. Du Bois with the lead at second as Caden Jensen steps off the bump, steps back in, toes the rubber, and we're ready. Strike three. And that'll be 2 outs with Luis Lopez coming up. Young man's got some size to him, left-handed. Luis, a junior. Jensen's offering is outside for ball one. Young man's got a good-looking baseball frame there, and he hits this pitch down the left field line, but it is tailing and dropping, and it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Slow grounder, foul. Ball nearly stayed fair. And for Luis Lopez, it's strike two. Alex Sosa will pick up his bat and hand it to him. Good sport. And then call for the pitch that he hopes strikes him out. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Jensen to Lopez coming up. Outside and high. The deuces are now wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Second inning, runner at second. There's your 5-2s. What will this one be? And fouled out of play. Luis Lopez protecting the plate with 2 strikes. And fouls it back to the screen. 2-2. The turn card pitch is a chopper to the shortstop. And Torres, easy peasy lemon squeezy over to third or first for the final out of the inning. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the second, 2-0. Hawks. Be sure to join me, Matt Lawson, and Jackson Robb Sunday night right here on Brevard Sports Network at 7:30 for a new type of a sports talk show with a different twist to it. You have to tune in to find out. Mouthing Off Sports Talk, brought to you by the Marcus May Golf Outing, BlackRock Engineering, and the title sponsor of the event, Archaic Design of the show, Archaic Design Incorporated. I promise it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very interactive, and I think you'll get a kick out of it. Sunday night, 7:30. We head to the bottom of the second. We'd like to welcome in another sponsor here, and it's Anchor Plumbing. Anchor Plumbing of Brevard. 321-848-1196. Check them out online at brevardplumbers.com. It's going to be Logan Keith, Adriel Torres, and Kyler Dwiggins here in the bottom of the second. Hawks lead it 2-0.
Number 25,
Logan Keith steps in this year. This is his fifth game of the 7 the Hawks have played. In 8 at-bats, official at-bats, he's batting .250. He scored 2 runs, 2 hits, has 4 RBIs, and he has the other Hawk home run, certainly capable of taking anything deep. And he looks at strike 1 from Dustin Young. The 0-1 is inside for ball 1, 1-1. He wanted that one and fouls it off. 1-2 now. Outside, ball 2. That ball is shot down the left field line, but foul. So we're going to have a little contest tonight here, and what I'm going to do is that's a walk to Logan Keith. So I'm going to start a new contest tonight. Tonight, we'll start the pot off with $25, and we'll add it $10 to it each game that somebody doesn't win it. Now, you only get a half inning. If actually you're only going to get 2 outs following a home run to answer the question. So what I'm going to do, and back over to first, so how this is going to work is if somebody hits a home run, so there's $25 in the pot to start. And let's just give you an example. If a Hawk hits a home run, I might say going back is Johnson at the track, at the wall, see ya. And my question would be, what Major League Baseball broadcaster, whose home run call is that? And that one is lined deep into left field. And that is off the left fielder's glove. And around second and on his way to third is Logan Keith. And he will slide in. And Adriel Torres with a line drive double. And the Hawks are in business with runners at second and third and nobody out. And Kyler Dwiggins coming to the plate. So I might say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming to Brevard. It's a Greg Brown home run call. Or I might say, bye-bye, baby, a Russ Hodges call. So I'll say the home run call. You have 2 outs following the home run to tell me whose home run call did I just use. And if nobody wins, like tonight, if nobody hits a home run, then I'll add $10 to the pot for the next baseball game, and it'll be $35. Got to have some fun, right? That's better than trivia. Inside, ball 3 to Kyler. Pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. And that's the 4th walk of the game. And the bases are juiced for Cole Smith. And coming out to the mound to have a conversation, I believe that's Simon Bure. There have been some absolute great classic calls throughout the history of baseball, home run calls. And a lot of these announcers are known for them. I've got about 50 of them. All right, so a meeting of the minds here. I'm not sure what you got to do here. You just got to try to turn 2 as Cole Smith steps in. Smith, a .308 hitter so far in 13 official at-bats. 4 RBIs, 4 hits, and 4 runs scored. 4s are wild for Cole. Jack Malatino, the leadoff hitter, is on deck. And there's a shot, and that's going to be a tough play for the shortstop, and that's going to be an infield hit and an RBI for Cole Smith. Back to the top of the lineup for Cole Smith. That is RBI number 5. As Jack Malatino steps in. He walked, stole a base, and scored his first time up. Outside for a ball. And ball 2. Popped up. Center fielder tagging. Oh, what a catch. Left fielder had to come in and make it, and an easy tag. And crossing the plate with the 4th Hawk run is Adriel Torres, and Malatino will pick up an RBI for Jack. That is his 6th RBI of the year. And we got one out with Luke Campbell at the plate. Luke certainly capable of giving it a ride. And down to second base easily is Cole Smith. Kyler Dwiggins is now at third, so it's now second and third with just one out. That ball is roped down the left field line, but foul into the first row. That ball is rocketed into left field, and that's going to get over the head of the left fielder. 2 more Viera Hawk runs will score, and stopping at second base with a double, a 2 RBI double, is going to be Luke Campbell. For Luke, that is RBIs number 4 and 5 this year. And the score is now 6-0 Viera. 4 runs in this inning. And Sosa inside for a ball. The pitch outside, ball 2. That ball is hit deep in the left field, way back. Track, wall, you can touch them all. Alex Sosa, that is a 2-run home run, and the Hawks lead it 8-0. For Alex Sosa, his second home run of the year. And nice job by Alex there. And first pitch offering is high and inside to Lucas Glendening. All right, so there was the call. And I'll say it one more time. You got 2 outs to tell me who it was. Long drive, way back, warning track, wall. You can touch them all, Alex Sosa. You got 2 outs the rest of this inning to tell me who said that. Two balls and no strikes. Make it 3-0. Outside, ball 4. And that's a walk to Lucas Glendening. And the Hawks are going to now send their 9th batter to the plate.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 12, Fano
Cruz popped up to the third baseman. His first. There you go, Shane Pearson. Send me your Venmo and Brevard Sports Network Venmo or whatever cash thing you use. We'll get you the money tonight. Shane Mix, the winner. Shaney Pearson Mix. Congratulations. Outstanding job on that. That was quick. Pretty quick. I love it. All right, so we start the pot over again for the next game at $25. Ball is popped up and playable, but actually drifts back into the wind. You can go to our Facebook page and just send it to me in the messenger part, if you would, please. As soon as the game ends tonight, we get all packed up and out of here. I'll make sure you get it. Runner at first is Lucas Glendening. The pitch outside. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Much appreciated. I'm impressed with how quick the answer came up. Pitch outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was a bomb from Alex. It hit the top of the roof in left field. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch to Fano Cruz. 2 outs.
Back to the plate, the right fielder.
And Logan Keith, who scored the first run of this inning, is now back to the dish. He can put one out of here, too. The next home run call is all mine. Nice play. Got him. And that'll be the third and final out of the inning. But not before. The Viera Hawks score 6 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the top of the third, 8-0, Viera. The heat of the moment playing in the background as Cade Jensen, his final warm-up tosses. And the young Palm Bay team here. You know what I liked about, obviously Viera is doing what they're expected to do tonight. And that's a good sign because a lot of times, you know, as a veteran team like Viera is, you can fear, you know, you get teams that come in that don't have great records that are young like Palm Bay. And a lot of times the guys will turn it off, and you never want to see that. But what has impressed me, outside of the fact that Viera hasn't done that, is when they got that strikeout. When Dustin Young got that strikeout, the entire dugout stood up, jumped up, and clapped. And they all patted him on the head when he came in. And, you know, again, this is a team that has 1 senior, 6, 7 freshmen. So these things are going to happen, games like this. But, you know, Coach Birch may be onto something here in a couple of years. So he's got a young squad. And Palm Bay Little League's a good little league.
Now playing third base for the Hawks. Number 22, Cameron Simpkins.
All right, Cameron Simpkins is going to come in and play third base. And your new catcher is going to be number 2. So Alex Sosa going to take a break tonight. Looks like Cole Smith is behind the plate now. So Cole Smith is behind the plate. And that ball is fouled off the screen.
Now playing left field for the Hawks. Number 19, Evan Lipsky.
Evan Lipsky is now in left field. Cole Smith is behind the plate. So Bob Doty getting his younger players some work here. And Cade Jensen goes to 0-2. Lucas Glendenning is in the dugout, too. Well, he was the DH, so that makes sense. pitch. Inside. That's strike three. He's got to run. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. So it looks like it's 1-2. Greg Schulte, of course, going back to the home run call, the American, the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Gubna is what he's called. The Gubna. 23 years. I believe he's set to retire after this season. So that's why I decided to use him first. Schulte's been with the Diamondbacks since 1998. The Gubna, Greg Schulte. "72 years old." Ball is popped up and certainly playable. And one out. 72 years old.
Now batting for Palm Bay, the second baseman, number 5, Jacob Hines.
Greg, of course. I follow broadcasters closely, so I'm very familiar with a lot of them, and I've actually reached out. I've emailed with them. I don't know. It's weird, but I always, and that's a strike. But I do enjoy conversing with them and talking to them and picking their brains if they're willing to do that with me. Sometimes I do that a lot over the summer, and Schulte was magnificent a couple of years ago, but last year he underwent his second round of cancer treatment, and of course he reduced the number of games he does, but he's just an outstanding broadcaster. 0-2. The pitch, that's a strike, no doubt about it. Yes, indeed, says first base umpire. And Jacob Hines goes down, and Alex Bruchalski steps up.
Now batting the third baseman, Alex Bukowski. In center field for the Hawks, number 10, Ryan Lewis.
Ryan Lewis is also in center field now. I'm excited about baseball this year. The pitch clock. We're going to talk about that Sunday night on Now That All Sports Talk. Ball has popped up and out of play. Going to talk about the effect the pitch clock has had so far in spring training. But I love it. I mean, I do. And, I think rules need to be made. I'm always going to love baseball. Swung on and missed. That's a beautiful curveball to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Viera as we head to the bottom of the third. The Hawks lead it 8-0 here, and Hawks looking to make this one a short one tonight. But I love the pitch clock. I do, and I would love for everyone, if you're not doing anything Sunday night after the Selection Sunday show, to join us on the new Mouth and All Sports Talk. You see the little PG thing in the corner there. Meant more for a joke, really, than anything. But it's we like to think we're going to bring real sports talk. Yes, obviously we will indeed be hyper-local and recap and review Brevard County sports, but it's going to be more geared towards sports talk where we have fun and get your opinions on things and hear from you. It's going to be an interactive show, and we're pretty excited about it. 2 great sponsors, 3 great sponsors, BlackRock Engineering, Archaic Designs. So we're pretty pumped up about it. Please join us. And make sure you join me on May the 6th at the Durand Golf Club for the first annual Marcus May Foundation Golf Tournament. If you own a corporation or a company, there are 13 different ways that you can sponsor. And player packages, foursomes, $600. Might sound expensive, but you're going to have an opportunity to rub elbows with current and former NFL players and current and former Florida Gators. MayFoundationGolf.com. I think it's a great deal, a great day. And the Marcus May Foundation, they do a little thing. They do everything right. Sue Bragic is watching from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania tonight. I'll let that go. I'm just kidding, Sue. Just kidding. I'm originally from Baltimore and obviously a Ravens and a Capitals fan and an Orioles fan. So being beat in the Stanley Cup playoffs all the time by the Penguins and in 2 World Series by the Pirates and what the Pittsburgh Steelers used to do to my Baltimore Colts back in the day still don't sit well. But it's a lovely city. One of the best hamburgers I've ever had in my life came out of that city. Oh, it's Blake Strode, not Cole Smith. I apologize. Blake Strode is in. I thought it was number 2. It is not. I missed the 1. That's what I missed. I couldn't see the 1 on Blake Strode. So it's Blake Strode who came in for Alex Sosa catching. And hits him. Or it does. Yeah, it does hit him. And stepping up now is going to be number 5, Kyler Dwiggins.
The second baseman, number 5, Tyler Dwiggins.
And that's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 7, Dakota Doyle.
Dakota Doyle is your new pitcher for Palm Bay. Righty. And Dakota is a freshman. Blake Strode takes the lead at first. Dwiggins, the 2-1, shot foul, and the count will be 2 balls and 2 strikes now. We will be back tomorrow, spring break. There is nothing on the docket tomorrow night, I don't believe. I'll have to look at the calendar. Outside, ball 3. And they had him. Nearly had him. But next week, a very light week on BSN. Got a lot of great new stuff coming up. We got the Brevard Sports Network Hot Take Minute. We're going to have some fun. We're expanding. Shot the third, up and over to second for 1. Back holds the ball. So a good play to get the lead runner. It's a 5-4, and Dwiggins reaches on a fielder's choice, and that's going to bring up Cole Smith.
The third baseman, Cameron Simpkins.
Actually, it's going to be Cameron Simpkins that steps in. Simpkins this year. By my estimation, or at least by Max Prep's estimation, this is Cameron's first official at-bat this year. And 1 out here. Pitch. He shot that one foul. The on-deck hitter is going to be Ryan Lewis, who is obviously coming in for Jack Malatino. The 0-1. And the bench is helping him out a little bit here. That ball also drilled foul.
Grab that one, turn it back in to give it second life in the dugout. Please.
Simpkins is a junior, so this is his first at bat this year. The 0-2. And this one is lifted into center field, but playable. Track, caught, and that'll be 2 outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 10, Ryan Lewis.
So Ryan Lewis steps in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Eight to nothing. Viera on top. That's a strike. 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs here. And down to second base. Did he just run out of his shoes? What is that? Oh, it's his gloves. Like he ran out of his shoes. So now a runner is second with 2 outs. The 2-1 is ball 3, 3-1. So 3 balls and 1 strike now. And the Pirates are 1 strike away from holding the Hawks scoreless this inning. Outside, ball 4. And a 2-out walk issued. Now runners at first and second.
Now batting for Viera, the left fielder, number 19, Evan Lipsky.
Evan Lipsky steps in for Luke Campbell. And that is a ball. Swung on and missed. Shows you the Hawks dugout. Look at the Palm Bay dugout. They're all at the top of the step watching in the game. Good for them guys. The 0-1 just misses on the outside corner. The 2-1. Lipsky swings and misses, and that brings us to a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Payoff pitch, strike 3. And that will end the inning. No runs. Palm Bay holds them to no runs. No hits, 1 left. We head to top of inning number 4, 8-0 Hawks on top. It'll be Dominic Bryce, Jamin Myers, and Jacob DuBois for the Palm Bay Pirates, who trail this 8-0. And we got a new pitcher in for the Viera Hawks. I'll tell you who it is as soon as I catch the number. Well, the night I'm gonna. All right, good song in the background by Bruce Springsteen. It's going to be Brennan Confreda, I believe. Sophomore, lefty. Boy, I've seen Brennan pitch some buttes in Little League. There's no doubt about that. Confreda, so far this season, has pitched 4 innings. He's given up 1 hit, 1 run, walked 2, struck out 9, and 16 batters faced with 14 official at-bats. And I'm telling you, Confreda, a lefty, keep your eye on him. So Confreda will deal it up from the left side of the bump. Bryce struck out looking his first time up, and Confreda's first offering is nothing but a strike. That's all this young man throws. Make it 2. Confreda with the 0-2. And somehow, he jammed him, and somehow he got the bat on that to stay alive. And we'll do the 0-2 all over again. And the off-speed pitch just misses. Eight, 5, and 0 for Viera, 0-3-0 for Palm Bay. The 1-2 smokes it by him for strike 3, 1 out. And Jamin Myers will step in.
The center fielder, number 8, Jamin Myers.
Myers, I believe, another one of Coach Birch's freshmen. Has him in center field. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Confreda has thrown 5 pitches. 4 of them have been strikes. Jamin's a sophomore. My apologies. Jamin is a sophomore. And 1-1. The sophomore right-handed center fielder. Confreda from the set. Kicks, fires. Strike 2. 1-2. And there's a ground ball over to first base. Up. And touches the bag for out number 2.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Jacob DuBois.
Jacob DuBois steps in with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. DuBois, a junior. And he swings at the first offering from Confreda and misses. Strike 1. The 0-1. Strike 2. Thank you, Michelle. Bayside beating Melbourne 3-0. We're going to see Viera's going to hook up soon. The 0-2 low for a ball. 1-2. inside, ball 2. So a turn card pitch coming here with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the top of the 4th. And an 8-0 Viera lead. Popped up and certainly playable. Second baseman shouts out he's got it. He does. He hauls, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 8-0 Melbourne. Or Melbourne. Viera. You got me thinking, saying Melbourne now. All right, so it looks like Alex Sosa is going to bat. So I don't. Maybe he's moved to DH. I'm not sure. Michelle Bell just scored. So we'll see what Alex Sosa does here.
Leading off the inning for the Hawks, the catcher turned shortstop, number 13.
He's out playing shortstop. That's where he went. Okay. So he's now the shortstop. Oh, my goodness. Deep and gone into the Space Coast night. And they launch more than rockets here in Brevard County as Alex Sosa launches one deep over the right field wall for his second home run of the night, and it's 9-0 Viera. First pitch, gone.
Now batting for the Hawks, number 9, Dominic Leone.
Dominic Leone steps in. Talk about a great youth baseball player to love. And Dominic just misses one himself. First pitch swinging, pops it up, and the left fielder completely misplayed it. And Leone's on his horse, and he is going to be stopped at third with a triple. And Alex Sosa with bomb number 3 on the year. And Dominic Leone reaches third. And this is going to be Jay Fowler coming in. I'm telling you, Dominic Leone missed a home run by Inch on that bat.
Number 23, J.J. Fowler.
So J.J. Fowler steps in here with nobody out, a runner at third, and 9-0 Hawks lead. Outside, Dominic will hold up. Add 1 to the scoreboard on your screen, and that is the score, 9-0. And there's a shot down to third base, backhand. He's going to try. Scoop, nice play. Got him. He should have. That's an outstanding play by the third baseman. Alex Bruchalski, and a great pick by the first baseman, Luis Lopez. And Logan Keith steps in with 1 out. And Keith gaps that one, and he could be running for days. And Dominic Leone will easily touch up all the way to the wall. Around second, on his way to third is Logan Keith, and he will get in with a stand-up triple. And it's 10-0 Viera. So what that means is that if Palm Bay does not score in the next half inning, this game is over. High for a ball.
For the Hawks, number 21,
Blake Strode steps in. So we got our Greg Schulte call in on the first Alex Sosa home run. And that's a hot shot to the shortstop. Up and over. Got him. Nice play. It's a good fielding team outside of that little blunder there by the left fielder. But that's a 6-3 for the second out. And the 11th Viera run will score. And an RBI.
Coming to the plate for Viera, number 7, Mikey Schmidt.
One of my favorite athletes, Mikey Schmidt, steps in. Love watching Mikey play anything. And Mikey, nice catch by the right fielder to end the inning. So the Hawks pick up 2 more. We saw 2 triples and a home run that inning, and it leads to 2 more Viera runs. We head to 3 more Viera runs. We head to the top of the 5th, and if Palm Bay don't get 2, this one will be over. It's 11-0 Hawks. I want to thank BlackRock Engineering and Technology, the best cybersecurity company in East Central Florida, maybe in the entire, absolutely, in my opinion, the entire state of Florida. As we get set to hear Take Me Out to the Ball Game, but BlackRock Engineering and Technology. One more time, folks, and I know it's ad nauseum, but would love to have you along Sunday night at 7:30 for the premiere of Malvin Off Sports Talk right here on Brevard Sports Network. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be very interactive, and look forward to seeing you. Myself, Matt Lawson, and Jackson Robb. It's the Hawks and Palm Bay, and Palm Bay's down to their final 3 outs if they don't score. Bombs. Nice job tonight, gentlemen. My man. But I am impressed with what Coach Birch has for the future of this program, and I like the way he managed. I've been watching him tonight. I've never seen – I met Coach Birch for the first time prior to the game, and I like how he handles this group of student athletes. Does a terrific job. 11-0, 11-7-0 for Viera. 0-3, and well, they gave the left fielder an error on that one. I'm not gonna. I mean, I get it. T.J. Owen steps in, and Brennan Confreda. Nothing but strikes, and there is strike one. Strike two.
Now playing second base for the Hawks, number 7, Mikey Schmidt.
Mikey Schmidt playing second base. The 1-1. 1-2. Coming up for Viera. Well, that was strike three. My bad. One out. Coming up for Viera. It will be Oviedo Monday in Daytona. You'll see that game at 4 o'clock here on Brevard Sports Network. And it's Creekside Wednesday. I don't know about that one. That was 9:30 in the morning. Swung on and missed. You're also going to see we're broadcasting another team that in that tournament too. So, and then they play Thursday and Friday. I don't think you'll see any of those. Swung on and missed, strike two. Once everybody returns from spring break, the Hawks will make the trip down to Bayside. You'll see that here. Satellite, Rockledge, Heritage, Melbourne away at Melbourne. You'll see that here. Swung on and missed again, and that's strikeout number 3 for Confreda. And number 8 for the Hawks. And Luis Lopez is the last hope for Palm Bay to try to keep it alive.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 24, Luis Lopez.
Lefty-lefty matchup. Confreda just misses on the outside corner. Ball one. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me here once again tonight. We'll try to find something tomorrow night. It is a light schedule tomorrow with spring break. Tomorrow is the Friday before spring break. If you don't get an opportunity to join us tomorrow night, please have a safe and happy spring break. And remember, spring forward on Saturday night as the clocks are moved ahead an hour at 2 a.m. I'm a fallback kind of guy. The 2-1 from Confreda. 3-1. Three and two now. So the Pirates are down to their final strike. The 3-2. And that's a 2-out walk. And back to the top of the order, Tony Burrows to step in. I'd like to say hello, thank John Malatino, Michelle McD, Sue Brajic, Big Mike Moffitt. She mixed tonight. Kelly Doty, Sally Youngblood, Zuleika Soto, of course, Kelly Doty, all for commenting and joining us here on the broadcast tonight. And batting for, I missed the batter, my apologies. It's number 16 stepping in. Confreda low. So Confreda's lost the strike zone a little bit here in the last two batters. Unusual for him. Hawks, no shortage of left-handed pitching. 3 guys that can bring it 90 miles an hour. It was a great article by Carl Catala in the Viera Voice about Dylan Jordan and Lucas Glendenning and Camden Wicker. Not sure what Coach Birch had in mind there on that one, but he felt the need to speak with the infield umpire. It has obviously something to do with his runner. And the 1-1, the all-speed is dropped in, and it is a beaut. 1-2 now. And Palm Bay down to their final out, trailing 11-0 here. Confreda. And that's it. Strike 3 in the game. Oh, I thought he. How not would be my question. I am not sure. But now the turn card pitch could end it. Here comes the 2-2 from Confreda. That ball is lifted into right field and foul. And we'll do it all over again.
Fans, remember, recycle baseballs by returning them to the dugout. Those cost a lot of money.
2-2 now. Confreda looking to put a stamp on this one. And there's a chopper. Mikey Schmidt over to first, and that'll do it. And the Viera Hawks win it 11-0. They move to 7-0 and head into spring break as what I would say the number 1 ranked baseball team here locally. I'd go Melbourne, Merritt Island, 1-2. Of course, there are some others I've got to see, but put them in that order as the guys shake hands across the field. Our Anchor Plumbing and WJ Construction player of the game tonight's got to be the 2-home run man, Mr. Alex Sosa tonight. So your final totals, 11-7-0 for Viera, 0-3-1 for Palm Bay. So once again, your final score, the Viera Hawks 11, the Palm Bay Pirates nothing. Have a great night, everybody. And once again, please, we ask that you join us on Sunday night at 7:30 for the premiere of Malvin Off Sports Talk right here on Brevard Sports Network. So for Maggie Davis, the athletic director at Viera High School, the athletic director Brian Crowley at Palm Bay, for Coach Birch, for Coach Doty, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski. Have a great night, everybody, and remember, make it a sports night.